We're live.
What's up, y'all? This is Ant. Back in the DNA laboratory. We back. No, we don't.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? We want to do that again?
That's good, man.
All right, we back in the lab.
Back in the lab, man.
What's up, man?
Man, you know, it's been tough getting in here consistently, Anthony.
Yep. So we got some topics for you guys today. And
What are we drinking, Ant?
this is Woodbridge. This is a red blend. It's good, bro.
Is it?
It's good.
The last red I had was really good.
Yeah, it's good stuff, bro.
Mm.
You came some ways because the first time I brought you the red was the red blend. You didn't like it.
Mm-mm.
So it's pretty good, man.
That's not bad. I think the last one I liked better.
I got to bring that back to 4. I brought the 4.
4. That was good. That was really good.
Yeah.
This isn't bad. I feel like I'm getting acclimated, it's an acquired taste, right? Wine, like you got to drink it over time to figure out what your palate likes.
Yeah.
You know,
And you like that's good, huh?
well, you're just starting to figure out like what tastes good, what doesn't. This is pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, you wanna when it comes to the reds, I think you wanna be careful, man. You wanna drink you wanna eat like a fish or like a prime rib with
Really?
it.
That's the next step. You know what we should do? Is we should have like a,
I just made that up, a fish and a
Really?
prime rib.
I think you do have to eat certain foods with
To get a better flavor
yeah,
from it.
We should plan it and cook some food to go along with it one night when we have a guest or something.
That sounds good.
Maybe not. Who knows?
We should just eat dinner at your house. Like here, have your wife be hooking it up.
Yeah, dude, she gets down.
Yeah.
Gets down.
Yeah.
Hey, Ant. So, man, what's going on with your knee, dude? What happened? Explain to the audience. So, Ant is a little banged up, man. What happened,
Yeah,
Anthony?
I'm kind of jacked up, man.
Oh wait, Ant. Okay, hold on. Before we get going, man. But you can start explaining. Explain what exactly happened to your knee, man.
It was tough, man. There was a burning building. There's a burning building, man.
I got these for you, Ant. Yeah, I pulled these out the garage, man.
There's a burning building, man. I had to go in and save some
You want
kids. Yeah, I might need these shits, man. My knee's fucked up, man. And so after I got those kids out of that burning building, I went back and there's a cat. Had to go save the fucking cat. And it's right behind the movie theater. There was a whole bunch of homeless people out there. I had to go. That was a burning building. It was a tent. Nah, man.
So what happened, dude?
I fucked it up at basketball practice the other day.
Yeah, we had a practice Monday night. Monday night we were out there running with the kids and trying to give them some looks and stuff. And
I just got jacked up, man. It's like, man, that shit's swollen up, man. I ain't been injured like this ever, man. And I know it's age. You know, I woke up that day. I went to the gym, worked out, and then played basketball. I think I just pushed it too much, man. Fucking.
It's funny, but not funny because you know it's shitty.
It's
man.
funny. It's funny. I mean, it's like,
it sucks whenever you're.
I'll be laughing at you too. You know? Not in a bad way.
Yeah,
just
no,
like, okay, your knee's fucked up. We'll get over it, right?
Yeah, nah, man. It's funny, but not funny.
I've never had any problems with my knees or anything like that. Some people have knee problems and back problems. I haven't had anything. I have like back spasms sometimes.
Dude, I get back spasms sometimes, man, and my back will like lock up, and then it just like, I'd be out for the day.
Yeah.
Down for the count.
Yeah.
So did you feel it when you did it? Did you feel it, Ant?
No, I just felt I couldn't get out the bed, bro. So the next day I got out the bed, I was kind of all right, and then I was good, but then we went to practice yesterday. So it was kind of sore, hurt a little bit, and I ran out there a little bit, and I just tweaked it even more, man. And I was swollen this morning, so.
That's funny. It's funny because I text Ant today and said, "Hey, we getting in the lab today? We getting in the lab to record?" He said, "No." My knee is swollen. I'm thinking I laughed, dude. I'm like, bro, we're literally sitting down. We ain't moving.
I wasn't even trying to get in that fucking truck and make it over here, bro. Fuck that. But anyways, I'm here. We in the lab. We doing our thing. And the topic that we want to talk to you guys about today is kind of a on the edge, borderline of shit.
Not really.
It's not really, right?
I mean, nowadays it may kind of be because people get so offended real easy, but this is a real topic, I think.
Yeah, so we're talking about transgenders and like sports, and like what's people's opinion on it, because some people feel strongly. Some people are really passionate about it, and some people just don't even think it should be even a conversation. And so, like, if you have let's just say that you have a kid, you know, will you be okay with your kid, first of all, becoming a transgender, or and if they did that, then playing sports,
Yeah.
And so I guess where you're getting the pushback from is you're getting the pushback from the community of males transgendering over into a female aspect or appearance of a woman and wanting to play sports.
So do you think that okay, my first question is this, and I probably should look this up. Is a transgender, we talked about this before the show, but is a transgender woman a guy that's now a woman, or is it the vice versa? Is a transgender man?
I think you're transitioning over. So if you're a dude, you're transitioning over to a woman. So that makes you
okay. Would this be a guy that is now a girl is a transition? Or there's a transgender girl or a transgender boy? Transgender girl, right?
Transgender girl.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So that's the thing is, if you had let's say your boy was a trans, and he transformer more than meets the eye. Yeah.
So should they be allowed to? So should a transgender woman that used to be a boy, should they be allowed to compete in boys or men's sports? Because now they're transitioning at younger and younger ages. So should a young boy who identifies as a girl be able to play in girls' sports? What do you think?
What grade are we talking?
Well, let's just start on youth. Let's just say youth sports in general. Youth sports. Should I I don't even know how to say it right, man. But is it
just say transgender? We don't just.
Is a transgender girl that used to be a boy that can they play in girls' sports as youth? Do you think that would be okay?
What age though?
Let's just say youth sports, man.
Because there's a time to like boys and girls are about the same.
Yeah, like 5 years old
to like 10 or 11.
I'd say like 8.
There's some girls. Okay.
Listen, and that's not saying
you say 8. Okay.
And when I say this too, like I say it like not demeaning like girls and girls sports, man. But I think generally speaking, boys are bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say no.
Right.
I'm gonna say no. I don't think they should. But
you don't think that they should compete in girls sports? A boy that's transitioned to a girl should compete in girls sports.
Yeah, I don't think a transgender boy.
Yeah.
Should transit. I don't think he should be able to play with the girls.
Yeah. I don't think so neither, man. I think it's.
But if I had a daughter, and she wanted to play with the boys, and she can hang with them, so be it.
That is the conundrum here, right? Because when girls want to play with boys, like I don't think there's nothing wrong with that per se. I think it's when you get to a certain age. I don't know what age that is, because even if a girl, because I don't know, man. I think boys should have boys sports, girls should have girls sports. That's my opinion. But whenever you got those girls, like sometimes there's a girl that plays football. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But I do think sometimes some things should be for boys, some things should be for girls.
I agree.
But back to the transgender. That's a big topic now. There's a female doctor, and I think, golly, man, I should do my research for the show. There's a female doctor who I think she's a transgender. I think she was a boy. And she's out right now, and she's been on some shows and been on some podcasts and things where she's saying that there's no difference. There's absolutely no difference in the makeup of a female and a girl when it comes to certain things. So they should be allowed. Boys should be allowed to play in girl sports. There's not any difference. And I think most people know just.
That's bullshit.
I think he or she's finding a few things to try to hang her hat on, like to prove her case.
Right.
But and we all know, man. Like we know, like
it's common sense. There's testosterone, and it's just like that's the way it is, man. Yeah. The T levels through the roof, So men, boys, especially at that age, young men are pushing out a lot of T, and so that's the thing is that I guess I could see some guys like trying to. So what exactly is a transgender? Is that exactly when you just say? Do you just say I feel like this, or you have the surgery done?
I don't know. I think it's when you eventually. I think when you feel like that, but you're transitioning, I think you're transgender, but I think full transgender, I think, is when you, I think it's just when you identify as the opposite sex that you're not. I think that's what that is.
So you're telling me
I'm going to Google that as we're talking. I'm gonna look
so what I'm just like thinking, so it's kind of like, fuck, man. I ain't good enough to play with those. I ain't good enough to get a D1 scholarship for this college here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some implants, grow my hair out, put some makeup on, and be Joanna Man out there and fucking get a scholarship. And after I get my scholarship, cut them titties off, and I'll be back to right.
Well, I think you might run into some of that because some people are super competitive and they can't make it on this side. They're gonna be like, man, I can go here and do it. I think that would happen eventually. Yeah.
But those are things that to where it's kind of like that's more likely what's gonna happen, you know.
Well, yeah, but you got people. You're
taking scholarships away from girls. You're taking opportunities.
I think that's the thing that I think we need to realize more than anything. I think women have been and girls have been fighting to have a level playing field when it comes to sports as boys. You know, and if you start allowing guys that are now transitioned to girls to play, I think you take away from the girl sports. And you take away from what they've been working towards and building over the years, right? Yeah.
Then you look up and the WNBA it'd just be all men. That's transitioned over to women. Yeah. For a time being. Yeah. You know. Yeah. That's what it is, you know. Because if it's about making money, you got girls doing down there jumping. You got girls jumping from the free throw line, dunking. Oh, these girls right now, this is throwback. You know?
I'm going to read off the definition of transgender. Transgender people have a gender identity or gender expression that differs from the sex that they were assigned at birth. Some transgender people who desire medical assistance to transition from one sex to another identify as transsexual. Okay, so transsexual is when you actually get the surgery.
Oh, so transgender is different then.
Well, transgender is just when you identify as the opposite sex you were born with.
Oh, so transsexual would be basically the acceptance. They
have the surgery.
The surgery, okay.
So transgender, often shortened as trans, is also an umbrella term in addition to including people whose gender identity is the opposite of their assigned sex, trans men and trans women. It may also include people who are non-binary or genderqueer. Man, we're getting a lot of names these days, huh? There's like a lot of different like what you consider yourself to be. Other definitions of transgender also include people who belong to a third gender, or else conceptualize transgender people as a third gender. The term transgender may be defined very broadly to include cross-dressers. Dude, that's nuts, dude. The whole thing is this, man. It's like,
I didn't understand that. I understood the first bit of it. Yeah. Basically, what I got from that, I didn't know. I thought a transgender was just like, boom, I'm getting the surgery, and then I'm transitioning over to a girl. But I could just be like, you know what? I feel like a lady today. Yeah. Just today.
Yeah, I'm trans today.
So hell no, you don't want no transgender.
That's tough, man.
No. So the question is transgender into the game is a for sure no.
Yeah, transsexual.
Transsexual will be the argument that we're thinking, right? That transgender was
maybe, but I still think hell no because you still have
it, but at the same time, if you go and you get your dick snipped off and you get and you do the whole surgery, you're gonna be taking hormone pills and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Not saying it's right. I'm just saying that you're not going to be trying to get your T level. You want it to drop.
Yeah. I don't know all about this stuff, but I think that just straight off the top, like you're messing with the competitive balance. It's not good.
Right.
I don't see how somebody, but I could see somebody's argument or point. If I'm a parent and my kid is transgender, I could maybe see the point of fighting for their right to play, but I think I'm also the type too where I'd be like, hey man, like I get where you're going, but you have to play over here though because of these reasons. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can see both sides, but I think it's a no. I'm not. And
if you're gonna do that, you might as well just get rid of the.
I mean, is this really?
Well, that's the thing is you should just get rid of the WNBA and just say, hey, if you're good enough to play here, you can play here. Yeah. That's if you're good enough to play, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like,
and I just think at the end of the day, man, like some things should just be just for girls, some things should be for boys, man. I think that's good. That's fine. You can have some co-ed stuff. That's fine. But I think we're almost getting to a point, dude, where like somebody wants to, we'll start complaining about everything just needs to be mixed. Like everything, like we're getting so far left on some of the stuff where it's weird, man.
So I'm trying to like when this fight's going on with these deals, where's the gay community at? Because because it's all different, right? It's like these different groups of like you have like the L's, the B's, the T's, and the T's are there, right? So where are these guys that supporting?
You got the non-binary. Was it say non-binary? What?
Dude, it was weird, dude. I got lost after you said that. It just went wah wah. I
wonder within that community if and we need to bring some people on that know more than we do. But I wonder within that community. Do they stick up and stand for each other, or do they is there animosity against each other in certain parts?
It's probably just like anything else. Like they might have a little animosity. Like, hey man, you're slowing our struggle down, And
yeah, it just seems like we keep adding to it, man, which is kind of weird. Like, when does it stop? Like, hey, before it was just like I'm gay and I'm lesbian, right? Or homo, right? Was it the two? What's the guy one?
It's
just gay, right?
It's gay,
and then lesbian.
Lesbian's
right?
gay,
yeah.
Too. But yeah, so it's lesbian's gay. Then you have like the transsexual.
I know, but originally like
gay, right?
Just gay.
That dude's gay.
And then, but what's a guy dude, a guy that's gay? Is that just like because you have
He's
lesbians?
Gay.
You have lesbians.
Lesbians. Doesn't lesbians and gay fall under the same thing?
Do we really have this conversation?
Yeah, we are because we don't know, dude. We're explaining like
we need to bring somebody on, man.
So, but that's the thing. Transsexual used to be where you're transitioning over sexually, regardless you're transitioning over to a man or a woman, right?
Transsexual means you're completely doing everything.
So, what's a Q?
Queer.
What's that?
I don't know. QAnon. No.
no. Like, what is it? Like, what is that?
I thought it was the same. Like me not knowing, I just thought gay and queer are the same.
I thought it was like a bad word for the gays. Like,
I don't think so because isn't that where the Q comes from in the LGBTQ?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think so. I have gay family members and friends. We need to bring one on and have this conversation. It'd be a good one, man. Because I'm just a normal dude that's confused by this stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so the Jenner, he's like one of the like world record, like this motherfucker was bad, dude.
Yeah,
like,
he's one that you brought him up. Did you see that he actually came out and spoke against transgender?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so somebody asked him what he thought because he's obviously transgender.
Olympic, right? He's like an Olympic gold, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, one of the fittest or most fittest man in the world at one point in time or something. They asked him about.
He just ran all the tea out of his body. Huh?
They asked him though about this question: Should transgender boys or should they be able to play in girls' sports? And he said no. He don't believe so. So he's taking a lot of shit from that community.
Oh.
But I'm thinking like
he knows.
Of all people, he knows.
Right, he knows. Like, let me tell you,
he's an actual
on my worst day, I could beat the best girl. You know?
Yeah.
And it's nothing against women. It's just that's how our makeup is. It's like you have a female, you have a male. There's some things that women's body is a miracle.
Yeah.
Unlike our body, we just got a fucking little trunk and some fucking balls, and we don't got much to us. When we got all this stuff going on with them, it's just.
I could see some girls being offended by. Maybe I could see possibly some girls or women being even offended that we would say or people would say like. Guys are more athletic, or guys. I don't necessarily mean it that way because like I said before the show, like we typically say men are bigger, faster, stronger. But I know for a fact there's the chicks in UFC will beat me up, right? Yeah. Like so, like it's not. Yeah. It's just saying in general, right? Like I know there's girls out there that be better than me in basketball and so on and so on. But in general, it's not the case.
Yeah, I understand that. That's it.
Because somebody can twist that around.
But whoever's twisting it around, they're stretching. Yeah, they're stretching it. You know, it's kind of like, and I'm kind of getting out the subject. It's kind of like this thing in America with fucking, and it bothers me because I've been arguing this shit since I was a fucking kid, and we can get off this topic. They really think fucking Batman can beat Superman. You telling the guy that just had the runs from food poisoning and fucking shit, you're gonna beat fucking Superman?
Yeah, I don't see how somebody can think that, man. Like, Superman's like superhuman.
Yeah,
Batman's
this motherfucker can fly to the sun.
Batman is just a
regular dude, but he's a billionaire.
With a billionaire, cool costume, and cool toys, man.
Yeah. So that's kind of
I
kind of went somewhere else.
That's all right, man. So, man, we have our first. So this kind of funny. It's kind of funny we're talking about this. We have our first basketball tournament this weekend.
Yes.
With our 9th graders.
Yes.
A year away from the game.
Yes.
What if we ran into some transgenders
that beat us?
Yeah. No, or just ran into some.
Oh, we'll be cool.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be cool.
I think
it'll be a quiet practice come Monday, but but it's because they'll be boys, man. You know, let me tell you, man. Just because a person is trans, let me tell you, transgender dude that's transitioning over from a boy to a girl still beat your motherfucking ass in a heartbeat.
I wonder how in a female sport, like if you had a boy, let's say this is at a 16, 17-year-old group, right? Let's say, and we're a girl team, and then there's a other team has a transgender boy. He plays, but let's say she, how you identify, but what if they put up like 50 on you and just dominate and just been dumb? Do you think the parents and the team on the other side would be complaining like, hey man, like this ain't fair?
Yeah, they would know that,
and it ain't fair. So how is somebody even gonna argue that should happen? Well,
there's just basically it's kind of like the law. The tournament says that you can have transgenders playing the claims. We know next tournament we ain't signing up for this shit because it ain't gonna work, dude. Yeah. But with all this, we're not gonna have to worry about this 30 years from now. For me, let's say 40 years from now.
What do you think that? Like, is this gonna be normal? Like, is there gonna be all intermixed, or is it we're not gonna deal with it?
It's gonna be.
They're gonna decide like, nah.
No, it's gonna just be everything's gonna be open. Even the males, you'll have in like 20, 60, 70, right? Mm-hmm. You'll have, if everything's still going, you'll have women that will dominate the NBA because you have these different types of like technology and all these different type of bio type of stuff where they can change your gene code and shit like that.
They're doing that shit now.
Yeah, they're doing that stuff. So you have people that are alive that you can change their gene code right now and make them a woman stronger right now. So you got to think. You don't have to worry about that years to come. There's going to be a Shaquille O'Neal woman that will dominate the league, dude.
Dominate, man.
And her name's going to be
Shaquilla.
Shaquilla, yeah. And it's going to be her idol. Her idol is going to be Shaq. And she's going to be a blonde-haired white girl.
You never know, dude. Like, this stuff is literally going on right now, man. Like, they're literally starting to do these type of things with people.
Yeah. That's just the way it is, bro.
So we got our first tournament this weekend, man. I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah. What information would you give to our kids, like right now? I mean, like we're having coach talk right now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you when we go into this tournament? What's the mindset you want your kids to have, huh, coach?
So my mindset is really just hustle, outwork. We outwork to the team no matter what. My biggest thing is I always think about this, man. Like even this weekend, I want to tell the kids like, hey, I'm not so much as concerned about the winning. Mm-hmm. I want to see you compete because we've been away from the game for a year. We've had minimal practice to this point too, right? So we're going to this thing just like trying to just find our groove, man. So I really just want you to compete no matter what. Not get frustrated, work hard, and that's it. Really, my biggest thing. But I don't want to tell the kids. I always battle with telling the kids like, "Hey, I'm not worried about the winning, so don't worry about the winning," because I don't want to put that in their head neither. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, 'cause I want to win. I want the kids to want to win. I want them to win. But at the end of the day, I know it's going to be a battle. It's going to be tough. We're going to be playing some teams that have been playing already that haven't skipped a beat. So I battle sometimes with that stuff because I don't want them to go in there thinking like, oh, well, the main goal isn't winning. We just want to compete. Mm-hmm. Well, no, we want to win, but you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, So my biggest thing is I think just compete, no matter what, no matter the score, so.
Right, I hear you, man.
With the right attitude.
Yeah, I think I've seen some bloodshed somewhere along the lines, like a bloody nose, just that hustle. That's what we need, the hustle. Just something where you're laying it out on the line for, just because you've been out the game for so long and You could could clearly see like just the first practice to where we're at right now that we're kind of getting there. We look kind of sloppy, but we just need to get.
I think we need to get into a game, get into a tournament, and then everything seems real, right? Again, like, hey, now we can work, man. Now, otherwise we're practicing like we've been practicing for a couple months, but really it's been hit or miss because it's football and just being able to show up on time, right? Or show up. So I think what will help is getting in an actual game, knowing they're practicing for something now. It's not just fucking monotonous. We're back in practice. We're doing the same stuff. So now, I think this will be the little bit of the turning of the tide.
So where are we at as COVID in Washington State? Or what are we like still at like a 3 or a 4 or some shit?
I thought we were at 3, but didn't I read something there? The governor's saying about putting it back to 2 because cases are going up. Cases have been going up, I guess.
Did you get your corona shot?
No, man. I'm I know we had Bubba on last episode. He talked about him getting it and why he's getting it, which makes sense, man. Like but I'm 50-50 on it, man. I'm nervous about getting the COVID shot.
You want to be like Will Smith, huh?
Well, so Will.
Will Smith.
Is he getting it? Oh, like on I Am Legend?
Where you're fucking the guy fucking,
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Like, did you get it?
No.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just too lazy to sign up for it. I was like, I got the number and shit. I just got to call and just to drive up. Won't hit me, dog. Won't.
In your heart of hearts, do you feel like this vaccine, they came up with this vaccine like too fast?
Yeah, I think they came with that shit too quick.
And you're willing to risk it?
But there's a lot of stuff that behind the scenes, like, did you know that you're like, I never had to take it, but did you know like my sons had to go to the doctor and fucking take a shot when they were like a teenager so they didn't get fucking something to do with cancer that some kids carry and shit? Like, yeah.
That was that's
Yeah,
I know about that.
Yeah, so why? Like, hey, we're gonna hit you with this vaccine so you don't get cancer from a vagina.
It's what is it? It's sort of the V. It doesn't know the V.
I don't know what it is, but that's something that we get all these different types of shots, and it's just kind of like, oh, it's okay. But since they found out, they came up with
they
came up with this fucking corona stuff, this shot, dude, because it was shutting. It was too much money was fucking being lost, right? When you say
there was, but do you trust it?
I mean, I trust because all these fucking rich people are taking it.
Yeah, and I'm just and I think that's a lot of people's honest opinion of it. Like, I'm not anti-vax in any way, shape, or form. Like, I believe vaccines are good. Right. I believe they've cured this world of a lot of bad shit. I just don't know, man.
You just want to wait. You wait in a couple of years and be like, I'm ready to get mine.
Yeah, man. I mean, maybe if I get super sick, and then I might have a different.
I'm gonna go get. I'll tell you how mine goes. But yeah,
my oldest son just had COVID, man, and he don't live with us, but he had COVID, and it hit him hard, dude. He was like 14 days of dealing with that shit, dude. And I remember. It was like day 9. My wife, we would call him every night, pretty much FaceTime him, see how he's doing, and talk to him. And really, there wasn't much change. Every day was battling the fevers, the headaches. They'd kind of come and go, the body aches. And it was like day 9 or 10. We're talking to him, and my wife, we're on FaceTime, and then she just starts like crying, dude, like tearing up because she's just freaking out. It's like, damn, they're going on a week and a half now. Like, nothing's changing. And so I had to grab the phone and I turned it like, hey, don't let little DC cry, man. You're gonna freak him out. I'm sure he's freaking too, Then you see your mom crying, freak him out anymore. But that was scary, dude. Scary for me too, though, because I'm like, damn, that's my boy, dude. He's not getting any better. He's young. He should be getting rebounding quick, Right. So that was a little scary, but I just don't know if the vaccine still is something I'm willing to do right now, Right.
Yeah, I hear you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it because I know I need to, because I think I'm one of those people. If I get it, bro, it'll hit me hard. I think that's just what I think. But I'm one of those type of people. I really don't get.
What if
sick.
you got it already? You just don't. You're asymptomatic.
Then I just don't know then.
Yeah. But
I'm like one of those. But I'm one of those people
that too. I think.
Oh really?
To see if you have like antibodies or whatever.
Oh really?
I think it tested that. I think it tells you like that you had it, but your body just fought it off. I think.
Yeah, I think if it like me, it's like I'm really a big hand washer,
Yeah.
so I'm like always washing my hands.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, my grandma, dude, she made sure that like when we came in the house, just came in the house, wash those damn hands.
Yeah.
And so then you get older, like it's like it just become. As soon as I come in the house, I just go to the sink. When I came to your house, I just went, just wash. It's just something that I do, you know, because you never know when you're gonna put your fingers in your mouth, you know.
Yeah, I don't even think about it, man. I'm kind of fucking dirty like that, I guess. Shit, I just go about life just not even fucking.
Or you just keep some hand sanitizer with you, you know.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro.
But anyways, man.
There's a lot of people, but there's a lot of people that are like on the fence about this, man. Like, just think about like the Johnson & Johnson one. They freaking pulled off the shelves because people were getting like blood clots or something like that. You know, it's like we really don't know. Really don't know what this is doing to us, man. I read
that's
this.
the thing is like, I think Trump's a fucking putz, dude, right?
Yeah.
But that fucking, what's that warp speed thing that he fucking threw that money at, dude? That shit went through, man. And
yeah, man. I don't.
You're not trying to give him any credit for
no.
that?
I'll give him some credit. Obviously, he was there and helped to go through. But
I don't think that he would have distributed it well. But him,
I think that they were going to find that cure or the vaccine that fast. Regardless, I think it was just going to happen because of the shut down the world economy, you know. But
I think that's the thing is I think that us as humans, we can do miracles, but then money gets in the way. I mean, cancer could have. I think there's something out there that could cure cancer. There's something out there that could cure cancer.
Oh yeah, man, bro.
And you know what? So I was watching the
100%.
I was watching that whole president's address to the world, whatnot.
Biden's?
And Biden's. And I watched him talk, and I watched the Republicans.
Who's that?
Roy. Those guys go back and forth with that. And
it's just funny as hell, dude.
And so basically what they do, bro, is so Biden comes out there. Biden, like McConnell, everybody in the world has had somebody that's close to them that has something to do with them dying of cancer or something to do with cancer. And right now, if they wanted to cure cancer, they could cure cancer just as fast as they got that vaccine.
Yeah, man, it's too much money and not doing. We all know it, dude.
Yeah, we all know.
Fueled by greed, man.
Yeah, and so it's one of those things. But when Joe Biden mentioned the whole cancer thing, everybody stood up. And so what is Joe Biden's legacy is gonna be when if it's gonna be something?
Yeah.
He's got at least something that's gonna leave a mark on the world. And cancer affects everybody. There is that cancer ain't racist, bro. Cancer.
I don't think that.
You just don't think it's gonna happen?
No, too much money, bro. The money rules the world, man. I was reading this today, and it was a meme. It said, 10 years from now, you'll be watching TV and hear, "Did you or your loved one take the COVID vaccine? You may be entitled to." Like, I was thinking, like, man, like that. I feel like that may happen, man. May or may not. I don't know. I probably should get a vaccine.
Why'd you tell me that? Why'd you say that, man?
Because you might get your hands on a lawsuit later in life. When your fucking hand falls off and shit because the COVID vaccine rotted your hand or something. I don't know. Be like, yeah, all those people walking around with one hand, it's because of the COVID vaccine. You're entitled to $500.
$500.
Yeah, is it worth it? Walking around like the nub?
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson, they're still fucking, yeah, we got a shot for that. You just put it right there, man. Fingers come back, You
have 2 fingers only. That shit's funny, dude. Man, yeah, I don't know, man.
I wanted to do the show on the road tomorrow.
We can do another one.
After this, I was gonna just say, we just take the camera.
I'm taking the camera. I want to get some footage.
We could just hold the mics with this, boom, boom, and just kind of like do one at the hotel, or do.
Bro, we should get a travel kit, man. We gotta get back. We gotta get consistent in a groove. I've been busy, man. I know you've been busy. I was telling you the other day, man. I just feel like we got so much going on, man. We're just scrambling. I feel like I'm just scrambling every day. Mm-hmm. Every day. I'm just like,
you're way busier than I am, dude. You got fucking 2 businesses, a horse, a pit bull, and a fucking you're fucking busy, man. I mean, I'm just busy on one fucking thing, but yeah.
I like to think that I always say, like, man, I want to just chill, dude. But like, it's kind of fun when you get to venture off and go after and try to do some of these other things,
Mm-hmm.
These other business ventures or whatever they are. It's fun to do it, man. But sometimes you're just like, shit, I got too much on my plate sometimes. But I think that I'll probably always be like that, though.
Yeah.
You know, like, even though I always say, like, man, I'm ready to fucking retire. I'm ready to just chill. Like, I think no matter what, there'll be something. I'll be working on building something or doing something. I just kind of feel it's one, I do enjoy it. That's kind of things ingrained in my DNA or something, man.
Right.
I was fucking looking to fucking hustle somewhere.
Yeah,
you know?
hustle. Yeah, me. I think I need to come more with myself, like more like a spiritual type deal, more of a figure out who I am.
Who you are, yeah.
Outside of like all the materialistic, all of the people that even need me or love me.
Yeah.
Like just worry about like the spiritual world of who I am. That's kind of what I'm. That's kind of what I'm. That's what I'm trying to seek for.
That, man.
Yeah, just the quiet, the silence.
Yeah. Do you meditate?
Yes, I just started meditating, and it's harder than I thought.
Yeah, dude, it's hard to just turn everything off.
Yeah.
And not think about the 500 things you got going on in life.
And I mean, I thought that it was more of a.
It's a discipline, man, but it helps.
I thought it was more of, but I'm not there. Like I just need to. I feel like I need to just go, and that's what I think that I'm gonna just go. Like just some me times, I may fucking just disappear for a while, just to have inner with myself.
Yeah.
And
you gotta go do that one drug, man.
No, I don't need to do drugs.
No, you gotta do it. That's what they say. That's what they say. You have to.
No, I don't think I need to do that.
I think you have to.
I just
and
need
we're
to,
gonna record it, dude.
No, I just need to get away, man. Like just kind of like
you get away. That make you get away. I haven't done it yet. That's why I hear, man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it some point in my life, man. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean,
let me see. I'm gonna come back like a fucking, just like a.
You gotta come back
like a super hippie dude. Like
what's the guy? What was Eddie Murphy? Was like Q or something like that. Remember that movie? It was like you have to wear the white robe everywhere you go and shit. Be like, Derek, you all right? Yes.
Hey, I'll be bald on top with the long hair.
Yeah, I'll be like, so man, like, what's going on, man? You and Daphne, what's going on, man? You guys losing the business? Those are just materialistic things, Anthony. Take a journey with me.
That's funny, dude.
Fucking do the fucking Ricky Waters, man.
Man, I think
Ricky Williams. What was his name?
Ricky Williams,
man. He was like, man. But it's what I think the thing is that everything that's brought to us is I think we have the spiritual with us, but we just don't know how to fucking like open that shit, man. Yeah. We're fucking going to work. What the fuck are we going to work to fucking really think about it? Just think about your life. The everyday shit that you do, is it really needed?
I know.
You know? Some guy saying, hey, I can make money off of this and then this, and this is the world, and you're outside of here, you're a fucking creep.
Bro, if you think about it, you're right, man, because you think about like the materialistic things we have. Like, I do think about this sometimes, and sometimes more now. I think it's because we're just getting older, but it's like, is this even necessary? Right? Like, dude, we could simplify so many things, man.
C.K. Lewis
and be happy.
You know C.K. Lewis, the comedian, that guy. Yeah. He was talking about how he said he's a white guy. He says how white people fuck up the world. Yeah, and it's talking about like I wouldn't disagree with that. He said if God came down, it was like, hey man, like what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, he'd be like, hey, I'm doing this. Like, why are you doing that? I gave you fucking free shit here. Well, I'm just doing it because I need clothes and no, I gave you this. Why do you need that? Well,
I gave you hair on your chest. You don't need clothes.
Just this shit. We just fuck the world up, man.
We do, man. Yeah. We make it fucking greed, man.
So next,
how do you balance that? Because
how do you balance? You gotta survive, right?
It's like
you gotta survive, but then. I like this. Let me tell you, dude. I feel like I like this group of like this generation of people because I feel like they could be who the fuck they want to be.
Our generation is the generation below us.
The generation right now, like my kids and like that.
So like, that's not our generation. That's
their
kids' generation.
Our kids' generation.
I think so.
Because they could be where they want. They could be who they want. I remember like you could fucking when we were growing, dude. You had to have fucking everything on point, dude. Like we used to rock our fucking like your jeans better be fucking on point. Your fucking everything had to be on point, or you're getting clowned. You know. Yeah. All the dating back. Now these kids show up fucking with fucking mismatched socks, fucking shirt inside out, and it's kind of like, oh, like, you know, even fucking crisscross. Those kids had their clothes backwards, but their fucking clothes are on point. They were backwards, but they were nice clothes backwards. You know,
it's different, man. I do feel like it's a point in time where
I don't know where the fuck that came from.
I have no idea, but I do feel like that though too. Yeah. A little more freeing, a little bit for that generation, man. They can kind of find themselves a little, you know, and be more of who they are.
So I have another question for you, bro. Do you think that as Americans we have the wrong idea of raising children and family compared to the other nations out there?
I don't know, man. I don't think so per se, because I don't know if there's right or wrong, but I do think like one thing I do notice, and I think is right now, and I'm half white, right? So I can talk kind of on two spectrums here a little
talk
bit.
about you're half white, dude. Say what you gotta say, dog.
It seems like the cultural, like the family aspect is not as much. It's, to me, I could be saying this wrong. Is like the white culture is not as much family oriented as like Mexican culture is all about family and trying to stay close knit and getting together. So I see that. So in a sense, maybe because we're predominantly white country, right? We're European, so maybe that's kind of accurate in that sense. I don't know if there's right or wrong way to go about it, because I think there's some weird shit that goes on in other countries. Like.
Yeah, because I have the mindset of like the white type deal. Like, hey, when you get 18 years old,
get the hell out.
Get the fuck out of my house. Yeah. Hey, what did I get for my birthday? I got you luggage, motherfuckers. So you better whatever bootstraps you got. If you don't have no boots, find them shits.
Lace them up.
If you don't have them, find them and get the fuck out of my. And I thought like that for years, and then I'm thinking that I seen that it does help the person grow up, but it doesn't help to have the person have a relationship with their parents so much. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why all across the nation you have all these fucking old folks homes, and they're packed full of fucking people because they told the kid to get the fuck out their house when they're 18.
Yeah, I remember reading.
You know what I'm talking about, brother?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I remember reading something in, I think it's Japan or somewhere, where like in their culture, when the kids grow up, they still stay in the same house. I'm not sure if I'm 100% accurate. As a country where
I think that the boys raise the parents.
So basically, they stay there. Right. So if their parents, they kind of then take care of their parents when they get that age. But then they keep the house too. Like it's like, hey, this is my house now. Like type of thing. I thought that's actually cool. I think it's like why are we forcing, if you have the room or I guess, but why are we forcing our family out so fast? I was talking to a dad the other day. I ran into a dad. Of one of the kids we coached, and I was asking about his son. I hadn't seen his son for probably a couple of years, and he's like, oh, he went to school, but he came back. He's just working now, He's went to school for something, but it wasn't what he wanted, so he's home working. And I said, man, I was telling him, I find it weird, man, that we push our kids so fast and expect our kids to have shit figured out at 18, 19 years old, like what the fuck they want to do with life. Like I'm fucking 40, dude, and I still don't even know. Like realistically, right? I'm trying all these other different things to find things that bring me happiness and joy, But we put that pressure on these kids at 18, 19, 20, and the schools to do the same thing. You got to go to college. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like we're telling them you got to go to college for, I think, the wrong reasons. Like you should be going to like go find what you're passionate about, man. Go find something that makes you happy, dude. Like these things, instead of getting to a job, which I think leads to all these problems we have, or some of these problems we have in our country, where people just aren't fucking happy.
And the ones that make it out that were pretty successful, they point the finger saying, "See, you're a fucking loser."
Yeah.
And that's the majority. I think that's the majority. A lot of people, that's what they do, because what they say is that majority of America, they can get a high school diploma, and their high school diploma is basically the same as a 4-year degree in a lot of areas. When you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So them like, what? Hey, I went to fucking high school and I didn't graduate it, but I fucking turned 18. I bust my fucking back hard as I could to get what I wanted.
Yeah.
I mean and that's the I can understand that's American thing. It's based off of capitalism. That's who we are as a nation, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But at the same time, I see how a lot of other the family orientated deal is that I see a lot of like Latinos, and there's a lot of southern blacks and like, Dominican, even Jamaican, Asian, all these Indian, all these type of people, their parents never go to old folks homes, dude. They're like, you fucking think I'm gonna throw my mom in that fucking place?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jack. But the American culture is kind of like, hey man, turn 18, you get out. And so when my mom gets fucking 67 and she's got a little dementia, I'm throwing that fucking bitch in the old folks home and get in the house and we're good.
It's funny, man. Like we talk about this, right? Like, I'm half white, and my wife. So it's kind of crazy because I have picked up some tendencies and traits that are more like, I'm not so much family oriented. My wife has made me more that way, which is good, But it's kind of funny because some things that aren't very important to me are important to my wife.
Right.
But those things tend to be like more like family things.
Right.
Like my wife's a big like get everybody together and
Right.
I love it, but like that's more if I was with my wife, like I don't know if I wouldn't be that way. 100%. I'm kind of like just do my own thing. Like I don't need to hang out with other people. I don't need to I just come home to myself every day probably and just chill. Watch some basketball and just kick it.
Yeah.
So, but my wife is the opposite.
Yeah, and that's good, man. I mean that you have that family. Because I'm kind of like a old varmint, like kind of, and I'm married. So, but my wife, she makes me do shit. So it's kind of like if it wasn't for her, dude, I'd probably be like, hey, you seen Sandlot?
Yeah.
You seen old James Earl Jones, and that would be me.
Yeah, I know all about that, dude.
So
what do you think, Ant? What do you think we're gonna do this weekend, man? Basketball, man.
I think we're gonna do. We won't win it, but we'll be at least in the championship game to go there, and that's that. We let you motherfuckers know. We may not air this, but
this is going out, dude.
You want to send this out?
Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, last episode I had like 4 or 5 people say, "Hey, what the hell happened? What's up with the video, D? What's up, man?" I watched you and Aunt Bubba's face not move for 3 hours, like just sitting there. And I said, dude, Anthony, man. I'm going to tell you guys, every time we record, Ant's like, after, I don't know, D. I don't know if we should put that out. I don't know, man. Every time you say that, bro, like the episodes they're good, man. Like this is we're airing this, man. We're not even going to second guess it. We're just going to put it out, man.
All right. So we're going to put this out. Hey, so the next coming up, the thing I want to talk about on our next show is like prostitution. Should it be like legal, or should it be against the law? I mean, the same thing, like.
Why? What made you think of that?
I saw a thing on YouTube. I seen they had a hardcore debate on it, bro, and I was just like, I can understand both sides.
Yeah, we can talk. We got 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, but
we can do some more research.
We can do some more research. Bring somebody else on with.
I think the Christian side of me. Right? The Christian side of me, I go to church and says no. Like that's a sin, that's not right. But then the other side of me who just thinks like kind of common sense, like normal, like just worry about you type of business is like, why not? What's wrong with it?
Yeah. I don't know.
That is like the oldest like profession
that's ever been.
It's ever been out there.
The first profession and probably the first crime.
Yeah. I don't. This day and age, man, prostitution, like drugs, like marijuana, make it all legal, man. Honestly, make it legal, dude. It's your body, it's your decision, man. Let people choose. I think we spend too much time worrying about other people. If we focus on ourselves and we focus on what's in our house, our 4 walls, and our children, I think this world will be just fine. I'm too worried about what the hell is going on down the street, man. Why?
Because society likes to point the finger.
Yeah, of course.
We know that guns kill people, right? But they'll make it seem like, hey, that song that Tupac came out with?
Yeah.
That's the reason why they killed him. They were listening to that stuff right there. And so we're going to basically say, hey, if you're going to buy this album, you got to be 18 years old or up. But let me tell you, after you go buy that album, I want you to go at the same store, Walmart. I want you to go to the inn and go get this gun that he used, the same gun. You can purchase that one too. Which I think you should be able to bear guns in America.
Yeah. so too.
I think guns should be just like fucking, like you say, legalize guns. I mean, legalize drugs, legalize guns. Let everybody have a gun, dude.
That's did we talk about that last episode?
I don't know if we did or not, but if everybody has a gun, motherfuckers just kill each other real quick. It'll be done. Motherfucker go on a shooting spree. It's not gonna happen real long. It's not gonna happen. If we want to shoot up a school, every teacher and the fucking kids got guns too. Pow pow.
Okay, but I mean,
kind of push with the kids, but
well, the thing is too, like everybody can have a gun, but if you're working, most places aren't gonna allow employees to carry guns on the job
until their place gets shot up too many times. They'll be like, man,
why? We've had how many school shootings have we had?
But I'm saying, just let them carry guns.
I'm just saying. So that's not necessarily going to be the case. Everything's going to be looked at an individual basis. And most employers, and probably for insurance reasons, more than likely, which makes sense, they're not going to allow their employees to carry guns at work. I'm going to get in arguments with a dude just pull a gun out and end up in a fucking pistol fight in Walmart and shit. Like that.
So is that law? Like working at Walmart, working at Walmart, could I carry my gun on me and nobody knew?
As an employee or as a customer?
As an employee,
no. If they found out, you'd get fired.
Why would you get fired?
Because it's in their policy.
It's in their policy.
Yeah, you can have your individual policies, right?
I just keep it underneath the.
I had a guy. At my current job now. He works for me. Worked under me. He doesn't work for me anymore. But he asked me. He said, "Hey, man," he was working graveyard, and it's kind of sketchy where we're at. A little bit, and they work at night, and they have in the summertime they keep the doors open, and they're out in the warehouse doing shit, right? And that's where like some druggies and like homeless people would walk by, like they're out there. But he's like, "Hey man, can I bring my gun to work, man? Like it's kind of sketchy, I'm like, "No." He's like, "Dude, really? Like, hey man, I just just in case." I'm like, "No, dude, you're not bringing no gun to work." Saying like, "No," So it's kind of funny.
He's like, "Man, can I bring a taser with the knife at the end of
it? A bayonet? Can I bring a bayonet to work?" I'm like, "No, dude." So yeah. But in Texas, they're trying. I don't know if they passed a bill.
Yeah, I think
they're trying to pass a bill where open carry or concealed, it's all legal.
Watch how fucking crime drops, bro.
No background checks.
Fuck it.
Needed.
Wild West, bro.
I don't know, man.
Let me tell you, dude, if you do that,
I don't know if it's like
everybody will be sketchy like, "Hey, don't fuck with that motherfucker, bro."
But I just feel like you're giving authority to people that probably shouldn't have it.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that a lot of people right now, they feel that way. A lot of people that feel like they have authority feel that way. But if they know that everybody got a gun, that authority goes so long.
That's true.
That's true. Like fucking, what's that crazy motherfucker's name? Driving around telling people what to do.
But man, dude, you want these crazy? I mean, there's already some crazy people now that have guns, but now you're giving free
crazy
reign.
People. Listen, they won't last long. That crazy motherfucker that's crazy, he's gonna maybe fuck with somebody, and then next week he's gonna be dead fucking with the wrong person, bro. Man. The Wild Wild West. Dude, that's Kumo. Man. Remember Kumo D?
Yeah.
The Wild Wild West. Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, I don't know if I'll just say I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's right or wrong.
So
I don't know if it's right or
so
good.
Look at the same way that we're talking about legalizing drugs. Look at it the same way.
Yeah, I guess.
As legalizing guns. There's going to be a lot of responsible people that just smokes a little bit of weed, and then you're going to have your people that's like, hey, you know what? Hey,
we're going to find some things out, man. Like, Texas will be a trial state, man.
And I think it's going to go. Watch how crime drops. Cops ain't just going to go run in the neighborhood. Get out, motherfucker. Guns out because...
Or they're going to come out with guns ablazing a lot faster because they're
already coming out guns ablazing a lot faster.
I'm just saying, maybe even faster because now they're going to be expecting guns. And now
you might be right, but let me tell you. Let me tell you. Because a lot of cops. Why is it that the white dude that shot up the school and the fucking, why does he walk away? Because the cop feels like this motherfucker might have something up his sleeve. Please get down on your hands. Please, it's more respect it, dude. I respect you if you can fucking kill me too.
No, I mean, yeah, in a sense, but that's not why I think that.
I can guarantee you, bro.
I think they're gonna come in.
The Panthers, when the Panthers rolled through, bro, they had guns. Bro. None of the Panthers got gunned down. It was always.
But they're all dead now.
Yeah, they're dead now because it was the government says, hey, they target those people.
Yeah.
But if everybody in the state has a fucking gun,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. I feel like they're gonna come in guns a-blazing.
Brother, who the hell you like? Hulk Hogan?
Brother, I'm saying like they're gonna come in guns a-blazing a lot faster because they're gonna be. You're already perceived as a threat. Now you're gonna be perceived as a bigger threat.
I think it's gonna get.
I think it's gonna
get more respect, bro. I think it's more respect now.
I don't think so, man.
Now you don't think so, but I think so. Let's just say that every person in this house.
This is the argument, man.
No, let's just say everybody.
You think so? I don't think so. This is why. This is.
I like this. I like this. Are you feeling good, dude, or what? Like.
Yeah. This actually. This is kind of. I think this is kind of strong. This is only one glass, and yeah, this is kind of strong.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, man. I love you, brother.
I'm a rookie.
And we did this show.
Yeah, that's an hour in. You and me, Amp.
So
Amp.
So the next show, what we'll do is that we'll fucking talk about guns, because I think we should be able to have grenades, too.
Man, no. Fuck no, dude.
Bust that window out. Boom. DNA show fucking gone. All right, y'all. Hey, this is the DNA. We out.
Peace.